Fucking magnificent. Fucking magnificent.
Fucking genius.
And we're live, everybody.
Live on somebody's channel.
Live on somebody's channel is right.
That's right. Who else hanging out with us tonight there, Gizzard Stew?
A few people.
I see a few people.
I'll let you know. Let's see who's out there. Al Ben. Al Ben is out there.
What's up, Al?
Alfred Pudding. Another Al.
The pudding.
VDog 55 is here. Yes, he is.
He knows what that means. He knows what that means. He knows that's just for him.
3M is here. MechMod Mike. 3M. Screaming Mimi Cap. Who is Screaming Mimi Cap?
What's up, Screaming Mimi?
Whoever you are, hi.
You've been on shows with Screaming Mimi before,
Have
haven't
I? I'm unaware. Daytime Frank. Daytime Frank is here. Mr. Burgundy, you want to do the honors?
A whale's vagina to you, good sir. A whale's vagina. We should have saved that for somebody else. That person can get it later.
Rufinis. Rufinis is here. David Suttles.
I got a cap on my drink, Rufinis. I'm watching you.
Heck yeah. Another Al. Don't forget me, I'm another Al. All right. We got 3 Al's so far. Nick Devine is in the chat out there.
Best builder going.
Scott
Best
Miller.
builder going.
Scott Miller. Who else? Who else is here? OR Church. Stoozy.
Stoozy Stew.
Stoozy Stew. The Vaping Bigfoot. I wonder if that's Yeti's troll account.
Could be.
Could be. Vaping Swag. Hey, Swaggy.
Swagalicious. The Swagalicious one. Does a little number on your coils. That is a darn good. That is a darn good latte.
Speaking of Swaggy Shane, let's get this out of the way right away. He has a deal going on tonight. Buy Gizzard's Brew Custard and get a Harvest Moon for free.
Ooh. I like Harvest Moon.
Sweet deal.
That's a for those that aren't aware what the Harvest Moon is, it's a pumpkin bread with a cream cheese frosting.
Yep.
And it's kind of interesting because the higher you push your temperature, the more of the cake you get, but the cream cheese frosting really starts rocking through. And the lower you keep your wattage, the lighter the cream cheese frosting kind of hangs out. It's really, really tasty.
It's that time of year.
It's getting to be.
Officially fall. It is
officially fall.
Now. So, how has your weekend and your early week been going, Fresh?
I've had better weeks. I've had worse.
It's only Tuesday, so maybe your week will get better.
Well, we had staff meeting today, and they started bringing up some things that might be pretty big changes as far as when I'm available and when I'm not. So that's interesting.
Sweet.
Kind of.
What are you vaping on tonight?
I'm vaping on the BTFC. BTFC, I love this thing with my Minikin. Vaping that. That Golden Joe by the Vaping Swag.
How do you like that?
It's a darn nice cafe latte. Like I said, it does a little. It can do a little number on your coils, but not because of the sweetener, because of the coffee.
Right.
But it's a darn good cafe latte, if you will, Gizzard Stew.
It reminds me of macchiato, caramel macchiato from the old Starbucks.
You do get that nice hint of caramel to it, but I mostly get coffee and milk off of it. I like it.
Cool. Let's do an off-topic question for Fresh. What TV show do you refuse to watch?
What TV show do I refuse to watch?
Yeah. Like a TV show that you just dislike and you're like, nope, not watching it. Because I definitely have one right off the top of my head.
I used to be that way about 2.5 Men, but there really isn't anything right now that I just refuse to watch.
I refuse to watch the Kardashians.
I would probably refuse. Well, I mean, pretty much any reality program. There you go. Pretty much any reality program I refuse to watch because none of it's real. None of it's real, Gizzard Stew. It's all set up.
That's right.
Yeah, I think like the first season of Survivor might have been the last time that there was something real going on that sort of program. But after that, no. So, what sort of music do you refuse to listen to, Gizzard Stew?
I have a pretty eclectic. I'm open to most stuff, but I guess at the bottom of my list is early '90s rap.
Early '90s rap was where it was at, Gizzard Stew. Oh man,
I'm old.
Not that old.
I like 70s music, 80s music.
Like that was like Public Enemy was running around and NWA.
Yeah, I know you kids.
Oh you man, kids. Gizzard Stew. I still throw that on every once in a while, just rage out.
I don't know. I guess techno music is not really way up there for me either.
Fair enough.
How about you? What kind of music? Do you have a music that you
do I just
dislike?
plain refuse to listen to?
Or you just at the bottom of your list?
Or I sit in silence, just suffer in silence. Country music.
All country music?
All country music.
Really?
Like there's some good old country music.
What about Willie Nelson?
Willie's got a couple songs that you can get down to. But
come on now.
Listen, Gizzard Stew, I know you like to do a Willie impersonation every once in a while, but no, I really have never I've never really enjoyed country music all that much.
I'm not a big fan of modern country per se, like what they play at the top 40 on the country radio station. So I'd have to agree with you there, but back in the day, there were some good country songs.
Hank Williams had some good stuff.
Dolly Parton, even.
Dolly Parton had some fantastic songs, but she was more poppy than country. She was kind of pop country, if you will.
I don't know. Willie and Dolly used to do stuff together at the Grand Ole Opry. So
I'm sure they did.
Say they go way back on the country roots.
I'd imagine.
They did a lot of traditional country stuff.
I just cannot get down with country music for whatever reason.
I got you. Hey, let's bring Lumi in.
Okay.
Lumi, come on down.
You're the next contestant.
There she is.
Hi, Lumi.
Hi, Lumi. How are you tonight?
I'm peachy. How are you?
Good. How's your early week going?
Busy.
Yeah. Busy. Have you been streaming?
A lot, yep.
Yeah. Tell people where they can find you on your streams. Oh, there it is. She had that all ready to go.
She was ready. She was pumped.
Why don't you recite that for us?
All right. You can find me on YouTube at Lumi1992 Streams. Instagram is Lumi_streams, and Twitch is Lumi1992.
Awesome. I was able to catch you on Fresh's Monday show there. Fresh from the kitchen last night. It looks like you guys were having fun. Yeah.
I agree. I think me and Lumi are having fun doing the show.
What did you make last night?
We did a eggnog blueberry cheesecake.
Are you vaping that right now?
I'm saving it. You're vaping it right now, Lumi?
Until this gets dry, I am. I'm not putting any more.
How's she coming along? Spoil it a little for me.
The blueberry is really in my face, but I'm also very good at picking out blueberry. It's got like a creamy kind of spiced to it too. Like
Yeah.
creamy spiced blueberry.
All right. I have an off-topic question for you, Lumi. When was the last time you climbed a tree?
A couple weeks ago.
I was gonna say with Lumi a couple weeks back.
That's awesome.
I like to hang up tarps for my dog outside, so I climb up the tree often and frequently and just kind of mess with them and drop things on it. I'm terrible.
Good for you. All right.
When's the last time you climbed a tree?
I'm trying to think. It's been a while. Oh, I know. It was last fall because I climbed up in a deer stand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wasn't hunting, but I climbed up in a deer stand to survey the territory. So it was probably exactly a year ago, about right around this time last year in the fall. Might have been in October.
I found a deer stand next to my house somewhat recently, about last year. My sister discovered it, so we crawled up it. Turns out it's pointing right in the direction of my house.
I think if you scroll back far enough on my Instagram, you'll see me up in a deer stand, and you'll see me looking down out of the deer stand. I took some pictures. I do recall, I think I put those on Instagram last year.
I'd like to apologize to Lumi. I figured I had that deer stand hidden better. So, my bad.
I was trying to figure out who's been looking at my house.
I mean, I do have some pretty good lenses for my camera.
I knew it.
Yeah.
When's the last time you climbed that deer stand, Fresh?
Last fall to put that up.
Okay.
No. Last time I climbed a tree would have been earlier this year. I was helping someone trim some branches. So.
Cool. Hey, let's bring Addie Tooney in. Addie Tooney, come on down. There he is. Welcome. Welcome, Addie Tooney.
So muted.
So muted, Addie Tooney.
I got gizzard in my mouth.
So how are you doing, Addie Tooney?
Doing well, thank you.
How's your early week going?
It's going good. How are you, Foggers?
You haven't tried to kill your boss yet?
No, I think he finally realized since nobody's applying for industrial electrician job that he's got to start treating me a little nicer.
I see. So what are you vaping on, Addie Tooney?
I got some of that crazy gizzard custard in the old tugboat, and I shortened up my drip tip a little tonight.
Tugboat?
What up, tugboat?
Toot toot, man to M.
Toot toot.
And I got some of that mint chocolate chip in a double vision.
Oh, that stuff.
And caramel apple crisp and a Goon 22.
Ooh, that's a good choice for this time of year.
Yeah. I love it.
Adore
Right.
caramel
Probably my
apple crisp.
favorite Adore mix.
It's good. That stuff keeps forever too. If you keep it at 0 and just nick it when you want to, that stuff will keep. Make up a big batch and just let it. It just steeps it to perfection.
I got all the concentrates. It's so nice. Just throw some in a bottle.
All right. So I have a off-topic question for you. Are you?
I don't remember.
Are you usually early or late?
I used to be late because my whole family was late. And since I've been married, my wife likes to be early, but not too early. So we're like within a couple of minutes of being dead on time.
All right. So your promptness is due to
Very important.
It's due to training though.
Yes.
So
I used to just show up whenever, but then the army broke me of that habit pretty quickly. Now I'm 15 minutes early for 15 minutes early.
I would have to say I'm pretty prompt on appointments. I like to be on time. I don't know. It irritates me when people are late. Jesse?
He actually just messaged me and was like, the link wasn't working. He's been trying to get in since 10 minutes before the show started.
I sent him the same link I sent everybody else. I ain't buying it, Jesse. We may be able to unlock the room and bring him in last. Speaking of
just hanging him out there.
Speaking of last, let's bring Nick Devine on. If you're there, Nick, come on in.
Yeah.
There he is.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What's going on, my brother?
Not much. Same old, same old. Just having a pretty good week. Sitting over here, getting vape mail. I'm vaping some Addie's yogurt finally.
All right. How do you like it?
I like it a lot. I'm trying to figure out what the fruit is in there. Can I guess before somebody tells me? It's definitely some kind of, I think it's some kind of darker berry. I don't think it's blueberry. It might be the blackberry. I know Addie's always talking about blackberries.
Well, you got to remember who actually made that.
Yeah, you made it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. What's the fruit in there?
Strawberry, blueberry, kiwi, Greek yogurt.
I get the kiwi for sure then. Yeah.
Yeah, and the kiwi. How long ago did you mix that up?
3 days ago.
Oh, 3 days ago. Okay, so it's at its prime point. So that kiwi's nice, and the kiwi can overwhelm people for the first couple days, but then at day 3 it turns magical, and you get the strawberries and you get the blueberries and you get that nice mellow kiwi with a little bit of tartness to it to go along with the tartness of the Greek yogurt.
Yeah. Maybe should I put it aside? Should I vape half of it, put it aside, and try it again?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to steep any more than where it's at. It's going to stay the same as where it's at for the duration.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm vaping banana bondage and the BTFC as well. I know you like the BTFC. I love the BTFC.
Love the BTFC.
Got that Trinity glass top on there.
Oh, that tip match is perfect.
Yeah, the dot mod. Yep. So yeah, other than that, I got a couple other things, but nothing really showing. I did the Manta review kind of video before I came on, so I'm vaping that right now. But the Manta mesh. I actually have a thing around there right now, but
I was going to say that looks absolutely fascinating. What in the world did they do?
I actually found out that there was a crack in the tank.
Wow. Are you vaping mesh?
Yes, I am.
Isn't that heresy as a coil builder?
Yeah, you know, some of these companies send me stuff like, it's kind of funny. Like, it's funny that they're sending me stuff like mesh tanks, and then I got sent this thing. I just had, here it is.
Huh.
The
And that has
notch.
Yeah, it has the notch coils in it, but I believe I could just build my own coils and throw them in there too. Yeah.
Does it feel like you're cheating on yourself vaping the pre-made coils?
Nah, because you know what? It would feel I was cheating if I was actually buying the coils. I ain't gonna buy no more coils for this. Yeah, if I do, it's to give it away. I might give it away and buy some coils to give away with it since I vape both the coils, but
All right. Nick, I have a off-topic question for you as well. What is the farthest you've ever traveled from home?
that was California for sure. For sure.
To the Vape Expo?
Yeah, that was definitely, yeah. Other than that, the furthest before that was Detroit, and the furthest before that was probably Virginia.
So that's right. When you went to Detroit, you'd never even been on a plane before, right?
Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
Now I've been on 6, yeah. Now I've been on 6 planes.
Wow.
We got to get Ren on a plane.
Yeah, everybody should be on a plane at some time.
Leave me alone, Addy Tooney. You're stupid.
It's not that scary.
It's not. I volunteered to get her to Vegas. I volunteered to pay the extra money and fly out to Detroit so that I could fly with her.
Wow.
And she was like, no. No, Fresh 03.
Man. She don't know what she's missing.
I mean, Vegas is neat. I don't know that Rin would enjoy Vegas all that much. She might. I don't know.
It's cool just walking down the strip and seeing all the amazing buildings and.
Yeah, but we'll be there on like a winter weekend, so there's going to be a shit ton of people. Like we're heading. That's like prime time Vegas. It's when we're going to be going.
Yeah,
like November in Vegas. That's like the prime time to go. Because it's like 80 degrees. The pools are all still open. Like it's pretty nice.
All right. Well, we'll see if Jesse can make it in now. Jesse, I unlocked it for you. I unlocked the door.
Take me with you, Fresh.
You want to go?
I'll fit in your pocket, I swear.
From my understanding, you're about 5 inches taller than me, so I'm not sure how you would fit in my pocket. I could probably fit in your pocket. I'm not sure I would trust me in your pocket, but
I have one of those kangaroo pouch hoodies for my dog, so I could just kind of fold you up and put you in the little kangaroo pouch.
just my head coming out the side.
Something tells me you would keep poking Fresh. Fresh, do you feel this? Fresh. Fresh, you okay? Stop poking me.
Take me to the mixing area, Lumi. As soon as it's done, we're going to Penn and Teller.
All right, Jesse, now turn your camera on.
I'm trying, sir.
Oh. That'll teach you.
Show camera.
All right.
Woo.
So.
I've been watching Addie's
There
like
he is.
crazy. Stu.
You've been a Addy washing machine?
Yes.
I hate that. It's a pain in the ass.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
There he is. Better late than never.
Hey, I was trying to get it in like 5 or 10 minutes before 8.
No, I don't buy it. We were here. The door was unlocked.
I restarted my computer because I thought it was my computer not letting me in.
Well, you're here now. Welcome. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So how's your early week going?
It was going good
Yeah. Until you got locked out.
till bad things happen.
Oh, okay.
It's going fine.
What are you vaping on?
This. Recurve with the recurve.
Nice.
Wow.
Good combo.
All mic vape setup.
Lots of good flavor in this one.
Are you running mic vapes batteries too?
No, I just got a 30T in there.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
The T's are tight. I've been running a 2700 in mine.
I haven't had any issues, but I hear some people do.
What kind of e-liquid are you vaping on?
I don't have a name. It's a recipe that I did off of the Current River.
A DIY remix?
Yeah. It's got like a vanilla pudding in it instead of Greek yogurt and other things.
Mm.
I never gave it a name.
Black currant pudding.
How's
Well,
that? How's that going?
It's pretty good.
Is it good? Good.
Yeah.
The name originally had the word swamp in it. I'm just saying.
Swamp ass.
Yes, Tootie. Yes.
Swamp River or something. And then Alfred Pudding was like, I don't even like that. He's the one that came up with it.
That's a horrible name for an e-liquid.
It is.
You gotta post it anywhere?
Uh-uh.
How come you don't post your recipes?
I just don't post the Current River and the ones close to Current River. I post the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Get him out of Tooney.
Most of my recipes probably no one would want to vape anyway.
Addy Tooney's troublemaker.
I really like the Current River you did.
Thank you.
Tooney
I
is
expected that one to
trouble.
be good because I worked on it for 2 freaking years. It's still not even really that good in tanks though. It's muted as fuck, but it's good in an RDA for me anyway. I'm happy that.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm happy that other people like it though.
Gizzard Stew, I got some deals.
Yeah, let's do deals. Tooney deals, Tooney deals.
Toonie time.
The Tooney, it's gonna be magical, magical.
Is it time?
It's time.
Let's
Time?
start out with the Geek Vape Flask for $8 from hotdealvapors.com. So you can use it to refill your squonkers, or you can just use it to carry in your pocket.
How much is it?
$8.
$8.
$7.95.
Make you
Discount
hot.
rate.
Oh yeah, that's it.
The Geek Vape Flask.
So the next on the list is our Cartel Mods Obelisk RDA from 8vape.com for $10. $9.95. Then I found the Wotofo Serpent Mini RTA for $10 from my VPro.
Ooh, I want to get that one.
Now you have to use a discount code to get it. It's all capitals FSWKD. Next deal I found was from the Drop Dead from Hell Vape for $26.
It's not bad.
Okay, yeah.
Use code FIRESUMMER at firevapor.com and you get free shipping. So it's 26 free shipping.
Addy Tooney, he's the king of deals.
Now, another one from myvpro.com is the Iconic. You guys remember the Iconic's not that old?
Oh,
$10.
those are out of stock. All over. Out of stock.
Oh, damn it. Well, forget about that. I hope somebody nailed the Iconic if they really wanted it.
They were a deal, though.
Yes.
How much?
Well, that was a Drop Dead for 26 above. Now, the last one we have is from My Freedom Smokes for $17. It's the Drop RDA.
Oh, my goodness.
$17.
If you don't have a drop, there's no excuse now. I should probably
Yeah.
get one, huh?
Thank you very much, Lumi.
Yeah. Tooney time. Tooney deals.
Toonie deals. Toonie deals.
It's magical.
Fucking magnificent. magnificent.
Yes, it is.
Fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Thank you, Addie Tooney.
Thank you, Gizzard
That
Stew.
was a wonderful segment. Okay, Jesse. What's up?
Jesse, let's print something. Let's print some tiny penises.
Here's a deal.
I got a deal for you, Jesse Stucker.
Speaking of that, Gizzard, I tried to message you the other day to talk to you about something about that.
Yeah.
Never got a message back from you.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, you just got called out.
It went right in the spam folder. Tiny penises.
I'm often unavailable on weekends.
He only answers emails that are labeled huge penises.
That's right.
That's exactly right, Nick Devine. You want to get Gizzard Stew's attention. Throw a huge throbbing cock in the subject line. All of a sudden, you're getting emails back from Gizzard Stew like, "Fresh 03, why'd you send this to me?"
Yeah, don't send me that.
I opened this in front of my wife. I have explaining to do, Fresh 03.
I got a really good deal, Gizzard Stew.
Okay.
I have something to add to this.
All right.
If you go to standup3d.com and you buy the steps or a flat or the wire caddy, I think you get one of these in a random color for free until midnight tonight. And anything over $35 is free shipping.
All right. So there's probably other people out there that didn't quite understand what you were saying because I didn't. Why don't you give us that deal one more time?
If you go on to... Wait, are you kidding?
No.
Do you really want to...
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
If you go to standup3d.com and purchase one of the stands called the steps, it's the 3-tiered stand that holds 15 atomizers, the flat that holds 25 atomizers, or one of the wire caddies, you automatically get a free will in your order until midnight tonight.
Okay. So you have to order 2 items to get 1 item, or
one of those 3 items.
Okay.
If you get two of the items in that deal, you still only get 1 will. You can purchase any of those 3 to get the free will.
All right.
I like that green color.
Yeah, that is nice. All right. Do you have one of the steps you can show people so they know what you're talking about? No.
Give me 1 minute. I'll try to find it.
All right. There he goes.
I love how flat these things are. They because I have a piece of stainless in front of by my keyboard and it sticks to it, creates a vacuum. It's so flat.
I have this underneath my monitor, the Sidekick.
Okay, I got all of them. This is the flat that holds the 25.
Oh yeah.
This is the steps.
Oh yeah.
And this is the wire caddy.
Oh yeah. Nick uses one of those. Pretty sure.
No, I don't have a wire caddy.
Oh,
yet.
but you wish you did.
But he said yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. Good job, Jesse.
So, Gizzard Stew, how was your week and what are you vaping at?
My week has been good. We had 2 nice days, and now it's rainy again. And yeah, and I'm vaping Dis 1. It's quite lovely.
Like this one?
Yeah, like that. It's actually got your favorite atomizer on top, the Goon 22.
Oh, sweet.
It's very pleasant, and of course, I've been vaping a lot of this stuff.
Good stuff. It's a wonderful vanilla. Gizzard
Yeah.
Stew.
And I also have some some poke cake going.
You love that poke cake.
I do like it. I hide it from myself and then I break it out every once in a while so that I don't blow through it too quickly. And then as far as a door camp, I have hazy custard in this setup.
Goonerific.
The whole hazy. Adore, it really is a score. It'll put you on the floor, adore. Adore.
Every time I think of you and Dawn, I think of when you sat on Phil Bastardo's lap at the Billion Lives.
I know, we had fun there. We really had a lot of fun there. And also in this setup, I was vaping some of that Golden Joe.
Nice.
Which is like caramel macchiato that Fresh was talking about earlier. So that's,
What was that RDA? What was that gold RDA you just showed there?
this is the Moe's.
The Moe's.
The
The
Moe's. That was before you were born.
What?
The Moe's RDA. It's a top down bottom flow airflow. So the air comes in the top, but it comes down these channels and it comes up under your coils.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's a 24 millimeter RDA, but it has
Tiny chamber.
yeah, like a 22 millimeter chamber inside. So
Oh, it's smaller than 22 millimeters.
you think it is smaller?
I think it's smaller than 22 millimeters.
It's very very flavorful.
You can get some big coils in it, though.
Yeah. Very unique design, even to this day. Never really replicated.
They stole it from Gizzard Stew as well.
They did. That was the design that I drew up on a napkin and someone else thought of it.
That's how it works. You gotta stop leaving your napkins around.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Ed and
That's what I keep telling him.
Probably his
Yep.
wife too.
Oh, there's a Detroit joke, everybody.
Cha-ching ting. The Moe's, Addie Tooney has a Moe's.
I have a Moe's as well.
I know, I forced everybody to buy them at one time.
It's a nice atomizer.
I'm like, you gotta try it. The thing is awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I am with this BTFC right now. That's been the one that's really impressed me since the past couple RDAs that I've received. That's been the one that's really stood out.
Ogvape's been killing it lately. Like if they call you up and say, "Hey, you want to try something?" I usually am just like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I do."
Yeah.
So, Nick, what do you got going on? You got stuff going on your channel later tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna be building later. I had somebody pick a random build out of my tin can, so we're gonna build some interlocking aliens after we get done here. And yeah, so I'll be building later tonight, right after the show, on my channel.
That's cool. Hey, I was gonna mention that my coils that I won on your channel late one night, they finally did arrive from the fabulous Presbyterian coils.
Yeah.
Prescription
I bet they're
coils.
nice.
Yeah, they are. I haven't mounted them yet because I want to take some pictures of them, but I don't know if you'll be able to see them. Look at them things.
Oh. Nice.
Staggertons. Big beefy Staggertons. So I waited forever for those, but they did finally arrive, so I was happy.
Yeah, it seems that profile is getting, somebody mentioned the profile mesh RDA. Looks like that's getting a lot of good reviews too.
What I'm still working on putting up something for the golem.
Oh shit, you got one, huh?
Yeah, I went across town and picked one up from Big D.
Oh yeah.
You can fit some pretty huge things in that as well.
Addy, you're muted. You're muted, Addy.
Thank you. Yeah, the wife, I was just saying goodnight to my wife.
Oh, there you go.
We love you, Mrs. Judy. Love you.
Night, Mrs. Tooney.
Good night.
So I actually have not vaped the golem yet because I only have one of them, and I've been trying to do photographs and stuff of it. I didn't want to get it all sloppy before I. So I've had it for a while, but I haven't really vaped it. I'm really digging on the fact that that it takes goon caps though, because because I'm a goon lover. That's my favorite RDA probably historically, and this thing takes goon caps, so that makes it really versatile for me because then I can throw it on any of my like my brass mech mods and stuff, and it'll be matchy.
Yeah.
You know, I have a copper goon cap as well, so I can throw that on my copper mechs, and it's pretty amazing how close that that the golem matches up with a goon. They're very similar size and everything.
Yeah, well, they're made at the same factory. So.
Well, that's what I was assuming that they were, because the goons were always really well machined, and so is this thing. So is the golem. I mean, they're very similar in quality and everything. So I like side airflow, so I'm sure that it's going to be banging.
Yeah, I like the vape ball. Have you seen the Goon 25 yet?
No, I have not. Just 1 millimeter larger?
Apparently they did something else a little different that they haven't showed off yet. But yeah, it's a 25 millimeter. It the clamps, the top pieces on the clamps look a little thicker.
Right.
And yeah, apparently there's something else.
And they went back to the old style 3-hole airflow.
3 holes, yep.
Yeah. That was the only
directional drilling.
That was the only thing that I you know, like I said, I haven't really vaped it yet, but I'm a little suspect of the size of these holes. They're
it's
like giant 4 millimeter holes.
It's very deceiving that I thought the same exact thing, but that one hole open is like perfect for me. It's very deceiving looking. It looks humongous. It looks like you wouldn't like it, but it's very deceiving.
Well, and like if you rock the goon with three holes open, that's basically that's 6 millimeter airflow. You know. So it's actually, when you add them all together, it's probably airier than just this one big hole.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that one hole feels like 2 holes on the goon.
Exactly. So anyway, I do like the compatibility thing because I own a lot of goons. So it's going to be nice to be able to swap out top caps and stuff.
And that's a goon cap too. This Trinity glass.
Yeah. They make a couple different styles for the goon.
Yep, they make this one too. Actually, you could get any of the Trinity glass for the goon.
In a goon
any style.
Yeah.
Get it for the goon.
I like the looks of that second one especially.
Oh, I like the first one more.
Well, that's why they make different kinds for different people.
So piratey.
So, have you gotten any other new atomizers in, Nick? Anything lately?
Oh, I got the layer cake. Addo Vape sent me the layer cake. That's really nice. That's a really nice RDA, and the drip tips are nice too. The layer cake is also a single post RDA, kind of like the Dot Mod 24.
Oh, okay.
And it's a little shorty. It's a little shorty. There's the airflow, but it's got a single. He's got beautiful coils in there too, but it's got that single post. But it's a little long. It's a little longer too,
Right.
so you can fit wider coils in there.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful RDA. It's from District 5.
For
They did a lot of reworking on that too.
Yeah.
Originally it came before the final version came out. They wound up having to do a whole bunch of like revisions on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something was shorting out, right? They added an insulator or something.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of issues with it, but yeah, the new one is apparently quite the RDA.
God, it's gotta be great for flavor. It's so tiny.
Yeah.
doesn't have much of a juice well, does it?
Well, it'll be
No.
anything up to the top of the coils and the airflow would be your juice well, as long as the O-rings hold tight.
Right.
Yeah. You know, they made the whatchamacallit as well that sold really good. The Kismet, the CSMT, the Kismet.
Oh, the Cosmonaut?
Cosmonaut, yeah, whatever. And that didn't have too much of a juice well neither. It was kind of almost the same thing. It was a post with RDA, and it had very little juice well, but when you closed it up, you could still put juice in there.
So the whole bottom of that clamp is ceramic?
The middle is ceramic. It's a ceramic piece in the middle, and then I guess the positives on the bottom, the negatives on the top.
I see. So it sandwiches it.
Yeah.
And you only screw down one screw?
One screw, just like the Dot Mod. Yep.
Wow. Interesting.
What are you working on at work during the day, Nick?
We're doing we're actually doing a rock climbing gym.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're not like doing anything with the rocks yet, but we're just like doing the basic drywall framing. The place where people would what's it called? The when you walk into a store and the people are standing there.
Gift shop?
Like the
Lobby?
Yeah, I guess the lobby. Yeah,
Front.
the register where people. Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
One of
we're
those
doing.
at my house.
Yeah, it's nice. It is 3 blocks away from my house.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really awesome.
That is handy for going to work.
Yeah, 3 blocks away is handy.
It's better than a long commute.
Yeah.
So I got something new in.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Reverie RDA. Actually, I just went to pick it up a while ago to show it. And when I went to pick it up, the fucker slipped out of my hand, landed on my phone, and ruined my screen on my phone.
Broke your screen?
Oh, yeah, see that?
I don't mean to laugh, but that's funny.
I'm only laughing because it's too laughing.
Yeah, you're a liar too, Nick.
All right, let's see it close up. We got you pinned.
I just showed it.
Not that. The atomizer. The Reverie. Ooh, it's got like Bonza airflow.
I got 2 of the Dreamers, and a blue one and a black one, and so I mixed each of them up.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
Now that stands RDA, right? The single vertical coil?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, single vertical.
So have you vaped it yet?
Yeah.
What
And-
size coils did you put in there? Because I found that I like it better with like a 2.5 millimeter coil.
It's a 3 millimeter.
It's a little tight, right?
It's a little less flavor than I thought it would have. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not real. You can't see it.
Mm.
It's not too tight in there. It's just I have a hard time getting vertical coils to taste as good as horizontal coils for some reason.
So how good is it?
It's pretty decent. I like the airflow and everything.
Yeah.
It's good.
You got to try it with a 2.5 and that cotton at the top. Try to cut it as pretty short. Like you don't want the cotton sticking out of the top too much. I've noticed.
Okay.
It's like a glutton for like you kind of take away the airflow with the big coil and the cotton sticking out of the top. That's what I noticed when I built it a couple times. Just the you really got to pay attention to that airflow.
I'm cutting the cotton off the top of it right now. Oh God, I think I cut it too much.
Uh-oh.
Nah, you should be good. Unless you cut a wrap off there, you should be good.
I've only just had this one coil in there. I haven't tried anything else. I just got it yesterday, so I haven't tried different configurations and stuff yet. Really, that helps a lot to know that you've had or what you've done to it to get what you want out of it.
All right.
Yeah, the first two coils I put in there, I wasn't satisfied at all, and then I just kept lowering it down with the millimeter inside, and finally I found it to where I kind of like it.
I think it's like a frame staple fused Clapton from you or something. I can't remember what it is, but it's something like that. It's one of yours. I don't know why I can't remember the name of that coil, but anyway. It's nice, though. It's good. I'm sure it'll get better if I tried different things.
Yeah.
Now, Nick, you're running a sale right now, aren't you, on your coils?
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, I'll run that sale still. Actually, I was going to mention that on my show. I'll definitely run it. If you say that you watched FOGLiFE and you DM me on Instagram, you say you watched FOGLiFE, I'll honor that sale, which is $4 fused Clapton set, $8 Alien set, and 25% off all other coils on my list.
Fucking magnificent.
Wonderful.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I just cut my finger on my phone.
So,
Riding the struggle bus.
You cut your
all
finger
in all,
on the
all in
glass.
all, the Reverie wasn't a good purchase.
Man.
you don't- Is that what you're saying?
About you, yeah, because you broke your phone and cut your finger with it. So.
Yeah, the Reverie fucking actually broke my goddamn $900 phone, so
Wow.
I think that deal just went south crazy.
We have one thing to ask Jesse.
You put your hand in the garbage disposal.
I have done that before.
All right, I have a question for Lumi. Lumi, what do you think is the scariest movie that you've ever seen?
I don't think any of the scary movies are actually scary, but the most traumatizing movie that I watched when I was younger
Lion
was
King.
that it had a bunch of worms in it that would burrow under the ground and just eat people.
Tremors?
Tremor.
Yeah, I was too
Tremors.
young to watch that, and I don't like worms.
That
I thought it was funny.
It freaked you out, huh?
It was a pretty funny movie.
I had a bad experience with worms, so I have a pretty bad fear for worms right now. So that didn't help that any at all.
How about
Yeah,
you?
me-
How about you, Fresh? What do you think is the scariest movie?
What's the scariest movie ever made?
Yeah, that you've seen.
I'm kind of with Lumi. There's not scary movies, even when I was a kid, didn't really scare me all that much. It was more psychological movies that were kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Like the most psychologically terrifying movie of all time was probably a tie between Exorcist 1 and 3.
Okay.
Exorcist 3 was something else. Like it's not a scary movie, but just the psychology that goes on in that movie can be pretty disturbing.
Right.
Those are the movies that give me the willies, is ones that mess with your head.
For me, the what were those movies? They're not like horror films exactly, but anything where they're like torturing people or cutting people up.
Hostel. Yeah,
Hostel. It was like, all right, like I can't watch this. that was just too much.
Eddie Tooney's like, those are the best movies ever made.
Oh, those are awful.
I keep my blaze right here, Gizzard still.
Yeah. For me, Shitty Bang Bang.
Yeah? Why was that scary, Nick?
Oh, Clockwork Orange is a really good movie. Actually, Shining actually got me. That, and when I was really younger, a lot younger, Chucky used to scare the shit out of me. Now I love him.
Don't fuck with the Chuck.
I don't know why Chucky used to scare the shit out of me when I was younger, but he did. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's creepy. Anything with little animated dolls. Evil dolls.
Omen. The Omen got me.
Yeah.
Omen? I could see the Omen. If you were young enough, I could see that.
Yeah.
All right, Foggers. Love you guys. Great
Love
hanging
you too,
out.
Eddie Tooney.
Thank you.
Good night.
See you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Chat wants to know why I'm terrified of worms now. Should I tell them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you really want to know? Do you?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I was at my dad's house one weekend, and he had a bunch of trash bags in the back of his truck, and he asked me to go retrieve them from his truck. And I, being me, have always been a little klutz and had little scabs and cuts all over me, and went into the back of the truck to pick up these trash bags and just had hundreds of maggots fall all over me.
Oh.
And I had to sit there and pull them out of my hair and my cuts.
Yeah, that's a little traumatizing.
It was terrible. Terrible.
I think worms are way cuter than maggots, though.
Oh, it's just anything wormy now needs to die. Even if it's not a worm and it's like the worm figure with far too many legs, it still needs to die.
Like dogs? They have legs and...
I'm talking about like millipedes and...
I'm just kidding. That's crazy that happened like that.
Oh, it was terrifying.
Graham Digital Drops is trying to confirm, are you going to be on the Mix and Vixens this weekend, Lemmy?
Yep.
Nice. They got you working on a recipe?
No, it's just chit-chatting on the 30th.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Jesse, did you have a movie that was scary for you?
I've watched a lot of movies that people claim are really scary, but I've never been scared by any movies. I'm more likely to get scared from like The Lion King or some shit like that, just because I've never watched a scary movie that actually.
Oh, come on now! You've never been watching a movie and something made you jump?
No, even when I was younger, like 6, 7, 8 years old, none of them was ever scary. Like Pet Sematary and Chucky and all of them. My brother, he was older than me, and he'd be crying under the blankets. I'd be like, "What the fuck, man?" Yeah, because it just wasn't scary to me.
What about Event Horizon? Did Event Horizon fuck with you?
No, I've had nothing fuck with me like that. I don't get scared with movies.
See,
I want to.
See, I said that. I said the name of that movie. Somebody out there is going to be like, "Yes, that movie's fucked up."
Pee-wee's Playhouse,
Fantastic.
that movie, it fucked with me.
Yeah, Pee Wee's Play, or not Pee Wee's Pee Wee's Great Adventure. The one part. What's the one part?
The whole thing.
Yeah, the one part is supposed to be scary. Oh yeah, Marge, Large Marge. Yeah, Large Marge.
See, I like movies that just have that sense of dread. Like, you don't know if anybody's making out of this thing alive. That's the type of movies that intrigue me.
I like Rob Zombie movies and Evil Dead movies are my favorite part.
Rob Zombie just did one with where he wasn't even in it. His wife was in it. Sherry Moon.
Lords of Salem.
Yeah, that movie was fucked up.
Like
pretty cool.
Like that gory stuff and like Faces of Death stuff. Like none of that stuff really affects me in that way.
That's gross.
I'm more intrigued by stuff than I am like scared by it. So.
I get really upset and pissed off when they're doing like any TV show or movie when people are sitting there having conversations, not looking at the road, because I'm just like, and there's gonna be a car smashed into you now.
Yeah.
But now, because they're not even looking at the road.
Or when they open the medicine cabinet mirror in the bathroom, and you know they're about to close it, and something's gonna be behind them all the time.
There's a lot of foreshadowing.
So the build up fucks with you.
I still jump. I jump at all of the things that are supposed to make you jump. I'll be sitting next to my wife and I'll be like, she'll be laughing at me. She's like, God, you're so gullible. I knew it was coming. It still made me jump.
Now, see, I've been watching movies. Other people jumped and I jumped because they jumped,
right.
But I never have jumped and stuff and flinched really because of movies.
I was pretty young when Jaws came out. But remember the scene in Jaws where they're like swimming and the human head comes rolling out of the hole in the boat? And it was like, oh! Just stuff like that they put in there. And it's supposed to make you jump. It still does. It's like, I'm just a sucker for that stuff. Totally. Let's do worst movie. What do you think is the worst movie you've ever seen, Fresh?
Oh, worst movie I've ever seen.
Just like, this is awful.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That is the only movie where I got up, walked out of the movie theater, went up to the manager and asked for my money back. That's the only movie that's ever done it to me. I was like, this is so fucking bad.
There's even some shitty movies that are still entertaining, like all the fucking what's the racing movies called? Fast and the Furious. They're all horrible, but they're actually some of them are enjoyable to watch.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the like. There's some things that's kind of the draw. Like, you expect it to be kind of trashy. Like someone out there is going to get upset, but Doctor Who. Like Doctor Who, the special effects in Doctor Who are so antiquated and so bad, but everything else about that show is fantastic. So you put up with it, and there's movies that are so bad that you put up with it just because the rest of it's fantastic. Like anybody, I'm sure someone out here has seen The Room, widely voted as the worst movie ever made, but it is so cheesy and the dialogue is so out there and the guy is just like, you can tell the guy that's the star is just doing his best to try and channel whatever he's trying to channel in it. He's also the director and the guy who financed the movie, but it's so fucking dumb, but it's fantastic all the way through. Another one that's like that's Black Dynamite. If you guys haven't seen Black Dynamite, sit down and watch it. That movie starts kind of typical and then just proceeds to get so fucking far out of control that it's wonderful to see. I love that movie.
I have a pick. My pick for worst movie ever was Cabin Boy.
Cabin Boy's pretty bad.
It's so bad that I even have a copy of it. It was like, I think I saw it in in the bargain bin, and so I have it on DVD just in case I ever want to see how bad it is again. But that movie, if you've never seen it, see if you can, see if you can pull it up somewhere and watch Cabin Boy. Oh my God. I bet you can't make it 15 minutes. That movie. Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It was awful.
Worst movie you've ever seen, Lumi?
I've been struggling with some of the DC comics ever since the end of Batman. Like Batman versus Superman, I could not watch through it. I just fall asleep. I haven't even bothered with it. I have watched like Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman, but
So you've watched 1 out of 3 good movies?
yeah, well, I watched all the previous, like, what was the name of the actor? I can't remember. Where he did the Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins. I really liked
Christian
that.
Bale?
Yeah, Christian Bale. I really liked those movies, and then from that point forward, it seems like the DC movies have just become a little bit less tolerable.
They switched runners from Christopher Nolan to Scott Snyder. That's a big part of it. And then they recently, in the middle of Justice League, actually switched from Scott Snyder over to Joss Whedon. So you can tell, like, there's parts where Joss Whedon was writing things, and you can tell other parts where it's Scott Snyder, and it's distinctly different tones. I think they're kind of heading in the right direction. I'm still going to give them a chance, but I don't know.
Yeah, Batman versus Superman. I could not handle it. I wish I could have.
Justice League's a lot like that. It's a lot like Batman versus Superman, except for there's actually some funny dialogue in it.
Okay.
And now for something completely different.
Okay.
Jesse, what is your favorite smell?
Strawberries.
There you go. Nick?
I always liked there's an air freshener that I liked. It was it was like a citrus air freshener.
Fresh car scent.
Nah, it was just you know the ones they almost look like little torpedoes. You open them up and there's some kind of gel that disintegrates after a month. There's a citrus one that I really like. I have to get one and show you.
That would be my pick, is fresh grapefruit. I love the smell of grapefruit.
I like honeysuckle a lot too.
Fresh? Favorite smell?
Vagina.
Patchouli.
God.
Wait, clean vag or dirty vag?
It depends on the mood.
Why don't you crawl back inside your mother's vagina?
That's right, Gizzard stew. Close second is Flavor Art Blackcurrant.
I love the taste. I'm not sure about the smell.
Oh, open it up right now. Take a whiff off that. Mr. Burgundy, that does not surprise me at all.
So mine can be pretty bad, but I really like the smell of wood, like cedar wood, pine wood.
That's good stuff too. Fresh cut wood.
Cedar chests. Do you have a cedar chest, Lumi?
So Fresh likes vagina and Lumi likes the smell of wood.
And I like I like grapefruit.
I agree, Graham Digital Drops. Just a couple drops of Flavor Art Blackcurrant down there. Just hang out all day. That's all I'm saying.
All right. You ready
what else you got for us on this fine evening, Gizzards?
You ready for another one, Fresh?
What else are you opening yourself up for? Let's hear this.
Well, on the same note, let's see. Fresh. Tell us about your favorite childhood memory from under the age of 10.
Under the age of 10? I don't really have it. really were not all that great memories under the age of 10, Gizzards too.
Well, think of one or make one up.
10, what grade would I have been in? Like third grade at 10?
Well, you could have been anywhere from anywhere from 0 to 10.
Fourth grade on down. It probably would have been out riding my bike over the bike jumps. That was what I absolutely loved, riding my bicycle and jumping it. We had these awesome bike jumps out behind the low rent apartment complex we were at, that someone had built up over years, and so everybody would go out, all the kids in the complex would go out and jump our bikes.
My brother would make me lay underneath those ramps.
Oh, I totally would have too. Like, lay there, Lumi. Whee! Did I get you with the wheel? My bad. But no, these were like the compressed dirt.
The whoop-de-doos.
They had been getting jumped for years.
The rollers.
Yeah, they were amazing. It was amazing. How about you, Gizzard Stu? What's your favorite childhood memory from under 10?
Probably tree climbing.
I like tree climbing too.
Mm-hmm. Climbed a lot of trees when I was a little kid. I like climbing up there and getting a good view of things. Good place to hang out. We had a huge tree in the playground where I went to grade school, and you could climb up in there and people wouldn't even know you were up in there. And they'd be walking by and you could be quiet and they wouldn't even know you were above them. I think climbing trees probably.
I remember climbing my grandma had a pine tree right next to her house that was tall enough you could climb all the way up onto her roof, and then I would just go up there and not be bugged by anybody.
Yeah.
I love pine trees.
I think that was you nailed it on the head, because you could climb up there and it was like you were untouchable. You could get away from it all.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about you, Nick? Do you have any childhood memory when you were little that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up around that age, we were allowed to like run up and down the block, outside and stuff. And I think it was like playing cops and robbers with my homies, you know, doing hood rat shit with my friends. But yeah, probably, you know, getting our fake guns and pretending we're shooting each other.
Yeah. Jesse?
Well, there was a lot more negative than there was positive, but one of the times that I had a lot of fun was when I was with my grandma and we were gardening, and this is going to be messed up, I really liked when we cut the heads off the chickens and they ran around with, like, yeah.
Fucking Jesse's a psychopath.
Yeah, now we know why horror movies don't scare him.
You've never watched a chicken with its head cut off? They don't. It's not just a term people use. It's really cool. They just run all over the damn place,
squirting blood
until they expire.
Until they bleed out.
It's fun to watch. They don't know where they're going.
You're sick. No wonder scary movies don't scare you. That's right.
I was butchering like rabbits and chickens with my grandma when I was like 6, 7 years old. So
yeah, well, that's fine, but taking pleasure in it, I don't know.
No, I wasn't. The only part that was funny like that was when you cut their heads off and they run around like, yeah. It was just fun to watch them run around and run into things and all that. You would have to be there.
You know what they say about little kids that torture animals?
We didn't torture them. We ate them. You got to kill them to eat them.
That's true. I don't know the whole taking pleasure in it thing.
I don't think I took pleasure in it. It was just, I guess I kind of did. It was just fun to watch them run around with their heads.
That's a blast.
Eat it. PETA is canceling 3 stands they cross base.
Chickens with their heads cut off.
Well, I think there's some kind of
Genius.
sick, twisted like thrills off of it. It was just funny as hell to watch them just do their thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. How about you, Lumi? Do you have a special childhood memory you'd like to share besides having your hair full of worms?
Not worm related, but the house I grew up in, I was in Connecticut, and we used to get really, really awesome snowstorms, and we had a huge line of pine trees that would block off like a small campfire place, and I used to tunnel into the snow and then find ways into the pine trees and crawl around in them and up them, and it used to be my favorite thing.
I want to take back what I said. I enjoyed fishing before I was 10.
Too late, Jesse.
Too late, Jesse.
Fishing,
I'm guessing you never threw them back.
never.
Never. He liked to cut
Jesse's
their heads
favorite
off.
Jesse's favorite memory was clubbing the fish so that they'd stay down, and then the baby seals that were coming over to try and get the fish.
He'd throw them
I'm
on the
just
land
saying-
and be like, no, you can't go back in that water.
I'm just saying, Jesse, when people ask what's your favorite memory as a kid, you probably shouldn't answer murder and watching the corpse wiggle.
Well, now that okay, and wow, the 2 things I picked were the 2 things where that is going on. How about gardening? I like doing gardening with my grandma. I'm going to stick with that.
Too late.
Loser.
Hey, life's a garden. Dig it. Yeah, that was bad, Fresh.
All right, Joe Dirte.
Don't try to church it up, son.
That's right.
All right. I think that's a wrap for this week. On our way out, I think that we'll do a happy dance and vape our way out of here. What do you think, gang? Sound good?
Works for me.
Let's cue it up. How about party?
Is that the name of it?
Yep, party.
Party people.
Party. 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 Party.
I like to party.
Party.
Get off your butts and vape. Bye,
Party.
everybody. Bye.
One last vape.